She's a 1993 model Fiat 90. They say that the 110s are great, the 100s are great. I wanted the lowest horsepower you could get, easier kept fuel, and if it finds the going pull too hard, you change down a gear. There are I think it's 15 speeds, more than I had when I was using the Ford Ferguson, which had only 3 speeds. Anyway, yeah, now with the bales of silage, once you see the white, the grey crow, as we call them, the skull crow, has been up. And he has been rooting to see what he can get, and he will leave a tiny hole. Out of 29 bales here, I have only 2 with poop on them, just for the sake of my more illustrious subscribers. But yeah, they're the tyres I prefer. I don't like the big tyres. Those tyres are perfectly adequate for me, and I kept the mudguards on her. The front tyres are a new set. Well, they're 4 years on it, which is very new. Like, to me, 4 years is only yesterday. But I don't like the wide ones either. Several people told me, get the wide tyres. No, I prefer the narrow tyre. These are BKT. Now, one thing that needs to be done every so often is take out this bung here and make sure there's oil in there. Make sure there's oil in the front end. Very, very important. So the old toolbox there, very important. The 2 filters are recent. This one gets a bit scorched. That's the problem with them, but it doesn't affect it, so I change them regularly. Now, another thing that has to be done is to change the air filter. It's an oil air filter. I change it every so often and might change it again. So it's a very simple 5-pot, 5-cylinder engine. Simple, very easy got at. The fuel filters need regular changing because modern day diesel is dirty. They need to be changed. Not a big deal. Just look, there's no need to tell anyone how to do it. I had to replace the throttle cable on it. Starter rarely ever gives trouble. A nice bit of brazing here on the hydraulic pump. Nice bit of brass brazing. These pumps have to be changed now and again. See that there? Watch that. If it starts going funny, that could be your problem. And the way to test that is put a temporary little tank on top, give it a gravity feed, and if it'll go on all right, that's okay. It has a compressor. I don't know who ever wants a compressor. The lid is gone off the power steering tank, and the end of a Del Monte can will fit it perfectly. Down. Look. Now, please understand there's a lot of sun here. I might trim that a bit, but it fits it perfectly. But it'd be better to have the right one. The right one's 175 euros. So you have to go into the bank, cap in hand, and beg for a 175 euro loan to change the cap. Talk about a rip-off. Fiat made a very good and a very simple engine. There's 6,700 hours on this one. The cab is generally good, although I do see one bit of rust developing. They're galvanized, but for its age, it's a 1993 tractor, so it's 22 years old. With the skull crows on the prowl, it's always be prepared to deal with them. You never know when they could present a chance for a dispatch. I have the track rod end. That'll be a job to be done. And also there's a bit of a leak from the power steering rams. Now I was going to try and change the whole lot inside, the insides of them. But then the problem is, what condition are they inside? So I might consider changing the whole lot. And you come up against a problem straight away. There's no hole on the bottom here. You see here? You have to take off all this and get something on this and heat the top and bottom. They're held in by heat. Now, this is not cast iron, as many people say. This is the best of good steel, the axle. Now, if you could weld something on the top of that and give it a turn, but you need to heat them with the bottles. I don't think they can be taken out, and by right you'd want 2 sets of bottles to heat top and bottom, so there'll be a bit of a challenge there, but the mechanics are fit to do it. Right, we'll see what else is there. So there's just 2 more bales to be taken in, and the one on the tractor. And when I get them out of the way, the hay is there. You can see the hay. I'll stick on the hay bob and give it one final turn. It's funny that even if it was cut on Tuesday morning, there's an odd wee green patch in it. An odd wee green patch in it. Now, somebody commented on the wind turbines. You can see there that they're not producing very much. And if you look at the middle one, there's 3 or 5. It's not going round at all. And that's because the wind wake of the first one would leave the other one no use. See, they're too close together. They should be 1 kilometre apart. Now, someone said they're making free electricity. They're using roughly about 30 gallons of diesel fuel every day. No, it'll be about every day, 30 gallons per day to keep them going. They use colossal amounts of electricity. And so the electricity consumption with those, in addition to the data centres, is going through the roof. We can't supply enough electricity. Irish people will vote for whoever tells them the tallest story, and will always do so. In the distance, if you can see it there, I can't see with the shadow. Sun is very bright, and there's nowhere for me to get into the ditch. So if you look over there, you'll see a mountain. Now, to the right is the Mourne Mountains, but that mountain there behind the turbine on the left, right behind the turbine on the left, that's Slieve Gullion. And sometime I must go over to it. I believe there's a cairn on top, and bring a pair of binoculars and leave the tractor just here and see, can I see the tractor from over there? It should be possible. That's County Armagh. That's actually NATO. If that there is attacked by President Putin, we'll be seeing a war over there. It's only about 12 miles from where I'm standing here. I'm 34 metres above sea level. The water from here runs into the River Glide and runs into the sea at Annigassan, down through Dunnery Forest Park, which is just over there, and the town of Kingscourt is just over there, and you can just see the new spire on the Catholic Church there. That's just behind those houses. So it's a nice tranquil scene were it not for those windmills. One of the things is, I don't know how much I'm going to be getting compensation. As a result of the 2 Wexford cases, I could be in for 1.5 million compensation. But unfortunately, I have to get them shut down as well. They have to be taken out, or at least shut down. So I might allow them run for 1 year if I got €1 million. And if I got $1 million, somebody asked me what I'd do with a lot of money. I think I'd hire barristers to check the legality of these under Article 3.2 of the SCA directive. It's never been properly done, and it's a great pity because they are unlawful. But anyway, it was never done because the result it showed there were a complete utter Ponzi scheme, a pyramid selling scheme. But the farmers got roads that they wouldn't normally have, so they're happy enough, you see, and a few euros for now. However, farmers are liable for a nuisance and for other wrongdoing that's done by the turbines because it's on their land. It is, and some of them have divided up land and put the bit the turbines are into limited companies to try and protect themselves. Anyway, there's a few bits. There's more silage cut over there. There's a bit of hay being made, and I have to get back to making the hay. We'll just see how the Fiat starts up.